New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
And good morning, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you here. It is January 15th. Oh my God, it's the middle of the month already. How in the world did we get here already? And then again, I guess the 20th doesn't get here fast enough. So good to see you this morning. Good morning. Glad you're with us. Wayne, Yahoo, my brother from Calgary. Good to see you, brother. Cynthia, out on the islands. Way out in the middle of the Pacific. A Friday. I agree. Yay. It's a Friday. I'm going to remember that. I've never seen that one before. All right. Oh, and Wayne's getting in on the yays as well. Yay to everyone. I'll go yay. All the way. Yes. All right. Enough of the silliness. Good morning, Kathy. Good to see you. Thank you for being with us. Grateful you're here. Ty Stevens. Hoo-hoo. Good morning, sir. Welcome. So glad you are with us as well. All right, folks, this is our morning prayer time. Comes to us every day, 8:15 a.m. And then we have evening prayers at 8:15 p.m. Every day here on the New Thought Media Network, where I can actually we can go back and look. We started this on the 18th of March last year. And so rapidly approaching our first year of broadcasting as the New Thought Media Network. Grateful that you are with us. And hey, if this is your very first time with us, please know that this is not some begging and beseeching type of prayer. This is an affirmation of truth as we know it, and often a revelation of truth that is, well, true. We just maybe didn't know it. So, grateful that you are with us. So my brother LZ and I, Reverend LZ, we had a great conversation this morning on the 7:00 show. And every time that happens, it gets me to thinking what I'm going to bring to the prayer program. And more than anything, what we're talking about today, right? We know we live in a post-truth world. We know there's just so much going on out there. And we also know that we individually and collectively hold the key to moving into something new, something different, into another experience of living, of life, of what we want to create, of what we want to experience. And it always gets me to thinking about this big vision by the Centers for Spiritual Living of a world that works for everyone. And interestingly enough, the Association for Global New Thought is now saying, what about a world that works through everyone? What would a world that looks like it's working for everyone work through you? That's our question today. That's our prayer. Yeah. That's our prayer. So join me, if you will. If you're in a safe space, go ahead and close your eyes and allow yourself to sink into a recognition that there is truly only one God, one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that is right now, in this very moment. Whether you're here live or watching it another time on a rebroadcast, right now, the power of God, the presence of God, the intelligence of God is moving and having its being and operating as your life, as my life, as all life. I recognize God as the source, the supply, the never-ending wellspring of love and light and beauty, truth and health and wealth and well-being and abundance and prosperity. The very nature of God is order and wisdom. I recognize God as that self-existing cause that is forever taking on form and abandoning that form in order to take on new form. I am thrilled to overflowing with the experience of knowing God operates as my life perfectly, whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. And knowing that truth of my life, I know it must be true of all life, so it must be true of your life as well. Each and every one that hears these words, a divine emanation of God. Each and every one that never hears these words, a divine emanation of God. And so I know that deeply we are one, that we are all on this earth ship together, floating through time and space, floating through the universe, or not, or just revolving around and held in however you want to look at it. It's still all God. There's nowhere on this planet, nowhere in this universe we can get away from the presence, nowhere we can hide from the truth. And so I claim for each a deep, deep sense of hearing the call to serve, to be a part of the revelation, to be a part of the evolution of a world that works for everyone, of a world that works through everyone. And so I call each one to listen deeply for what is mine to do. I invite each one that hears these words to activate that power within, activate that inner wisdom, activate the willingness within thyself to serve, to grow, to evolve, to be part of what's coming next. Because there's always something coming next. A new way of being, a new way of seeing, a new way to love, a new way to laugh, a new way to cry, a new way to experience it all. From that perspective that it's all good because it's all God, and truly it could be no other way. Could be no other way. So whatever's happening in the world is exactly what's necessary for the evolution of human consciousness. Whatever happening in my life is exactly necessary to move me closer to that demonstration of a vision, of a mission, of my work on this planet. And if that's happening for me, it's happening for everyone. So I invite each one to be in that place of absolute trust, an absolute deep, deep sense of trust and faith, and knowing that everything necessary for the fulfillment of your mission on the planet comes forth into your life exactly as necessary. And everything that need not does not. So while I may have human desires, that is which is not in my life is not necessary for my life in this moment. And when it becomes necessary, then it shall be available. It'll be there. It already is there. It's just awaiting a recognition of it. So if I want more money in my life, I recognize my abundance. If I want more love in my life, I recognize I am loved. For there is no lack in the mind of God. God does not lack for anything. And so the only lack in our lives is human created, is a belief, is a self-belief, is a way we have conned ourselves, convinced ourselves there is something other than an absolute abundance. And so I go about the work of reminding myself and reminding all that may hear, that can listen, that are listening, that we are each absolutely abundant, absolutely sourced, fueled, funded, uplifted by this one power we call God. And it is through my own belief that I change my life. And I know that that same power exists, resides within everyone, even those that can't hear, even those that deny this truth, even those that want to tear down this truth. Even there is God. So I live in a sense of awe and all the amazing ways God shows up around my life, in my life. And I am grateful. Grateful for this reminder, grateful for this opportunity, grateful to know that God's got this. Grateful to know that there is good at the center of everyone, And together we are creating a world that works through and for everyone. And so I release this word into the law. From that grateful heart, I let go. I release this word into the law that must demonstrate, that must manifest, that in fact is already operating upon this word. And I let it be. And if any of this has resonated with you in any way, please join in an affirmation of this truth as we say together. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for hanging out, being a part of what's going on here at the New Thought Media Network. And I tell you, there is so much going on. Good morning, Ursula. Good to see you, dear one. Glad you're here. First off, if you haven't figured it out yet, or you haven't been made aware yet, I shouldn't put that on you. I should put that on us. We've got a new program that happens every day at 8:30 Mountain Time following this program, Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. Please come join us as soon as this broadcast ends, and maybe even before this broadcast ends. Rev Melissa is got a program that airs every Monday through Friday at 8:30 Mountain Time. It is a hoot and a holler and a blast of a good time. So please join us for that. Rev Melissa also has a new Wednesday show, and I'm going to be her guest next week, Wednesday at noon Eastern, 10 o'clock Mountain Time, so that we can and we'll share more about her show, and she's going to share more with her audience about who we are and what we're doing. So I invite you to join us on both of those programs. Also, do remember that today is Friday, and that means that we have the Heart of Peace meditation coming up in just about a half an hour as well. So right after Rev Melissa, we'll be doing our collective meditation for world peace. Happens every Friday, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So please come on back and stay with us. You could stay with us most of the morning on Fridays now. And that's a really, really cool thing to say. Also, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., we have the second installment in our year-long series, the Science of Mind and Spirit lecture series. You'll hear from one of these dear souls tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Not allowed to tell you who it is. You got to show up to find out. But we're live on Facebook and YouTube, and we're teaching and sharing right directly from the Science of Mind textbook as written by Dr. Ernest Holmes. Each of these people is an amazing teacher, an amazing lecturer and speaker. And together we're going to work from the Science of Mind textbook each and every week. Last week I did what it is, the thing itself. And this week, one of our speakers is going to pick up with the second chapter of the introduction, what it does. So plan to join us tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., or catch the replays on our archives on YouTube and or Facebook. Finally, before I go, so you can get over to see Rev Melissa, take a look around Facebook. We've got this handy dandy new image that we're putting out. You can download this from our Facebook page and print it out, and then you have a copy of all the different programming that we do here on our video broadcast schedule. So, and I'll tell you, you might want to wait a week actually before you print it, because there's going to be some new announcements coming next week. We've just added a couple of new shows. Well, we're going to add a couple more new shows coming next week as well. So plan for that. But we wanted to provide you with a handy dandy way to keep track of all the different programming we offer on a weekly basis. I'm out of here. I'm going to go over and catch Rev Melissa and then be back in time for the prayer meditation, the peace meditation. Thanks for being with us, folks. Thanks for being a part of the New Thought Media Network. Until next time, please make it a great day. Bye now.